Okay, so let's demo Gravel, which is a website for group travel. Based off of the entire group's preferences, it generates a list of destinations that they might want to go to. So let's get started. I'll first create an account. I've just been sent this verification code. So let's confirm. Let's choose a profile picture. All right, so now let's create a trip. And let's invite my other account. I just created the trip and invited a friend. So if I go here, I see a link. And so now if I go here, let me open it in a different profile. And log in. Now I can join the trip with this code. And as you can see, both of our accounts are in this group. So now if we go here, we can edit our preferences. And based off of those preferences, these cities have been suggested. As you can see, each of the suggestions has a score for each of the preferences or each of the different categories, such as temperature, cost effectiveness, safety index, and city size, which correspond to preferences that we put in. The distance has also been taken into account. And so if we go here, it explains some of these values. And then if we go on the left, it'll show the aggregate preferences, which correspond to the preferences that all of our users have been put in. And these preferences are weighted by the importance that we give each of them. So now, if we search here in my emails, so now, if I go back to this account and refresh the page, I'll see that it's been updated. Now let's go to input these preferences. So the preferences have now been updated, and so have the recommendations. And now that both users have put in their recommendations, their preferences, we can start voting on where we want to go. And so once we go into the voting phase, we will no longer be able to edit our preferences. That's okay, we're done with the preferences. Now here we can rank so now let's continue. So now here it tells me that the other group member is still voting. And so now if we go over here, we'll notice that we got an email to both of the accounts that says that the trip has been moved into the voting stage. And so let's click here. I'll click it from the other profile that I have here. And so now we can see that we're in the voting phase. So I will click vote, and I will also put in my votes here. And based off these preferences and based off of our rankings, Calgary, Canada was picked as our top destination. Also, if we go over here, we could see our past trips. And if we go over here, we can see our upcoming trips. Here's the one that we just finalized.